Penne rigate alla vodka. Penne in a vodka sauce. Easy to make and delicious. Everybody loves it. So by the time the pennes are cooked, the sauce will be done. Let's put the pasta cooking. So here I have about 5 quarts of boiling water. And to that, and you know, I never measure, I just grab, but I'm gonna measure for you. I would put 1 tablespoon and maybe a tablespoon and a half for 5 quarts of water and 1 pound of pasta. So let's put the pasta in. Let's give it a mix. And we'll let the pasta cook and we'll go and make the sauce.
I grow onion in my garden. When the leaves of the onion start to be yellowish, I went another week. I take them from the ground. I put them on the sun to dry. And after I braid them, and I have for all year around onions.
So the vodka sauce, very simple, a basic tomato sauce. So let me add a little bit of butter to the pan, a little bit of oil, some chopped onions right here. And I'm going to kind of smash the garlic cloves so I can pick them out later. And I'm gonna put them in a spot of their own. Gonna add just a little bit of salt to the onions, just like that. And while that is cooking away, let's address the tomatoes. You know, when I make a tomato sauce or a marinara sauce, fresh tomatoes were in season are perfect, are delicious, are wonderful. But the season is short, and you know, canned tomatoes are just as good. I always tell you, I like some Marzano tomatoes, those sexy long tomatoes. And why do I like them? They have thin skin, they have a lot of pulp, few seeds, and not too much juice. So there's a lot of pulp here to make a nice and dense sauce. Okay, so this looks like. And also, as I'm cooking the onions, you know, sometimes I add a little bit of the pasta water right in here. So now the onions will cook and they will dissipate in the sauce. So let's that cook away. Let me just squash those plum tomatoes. And, you know, you can pass it through a food mill. It's gonna give you a nice uniform sauce. But like this, it's fun. I like it. And a little bit of coarseness is perfectly fine. So I'm looking for something like this, you see? That's good. And add the tomatoes to the onion. A little salt for the tomatoes. I need a little pepperoncino. I want to make it nice and spicy. All right, this is cooking away. And by the time the pasta is done, this sauce should be finished as well. At the very end, we'll add the vodka and the cream to make it a little pinkish. I have not found vodka sauce in any of the traditional Italian cookbooks, but it's a phenomenon in the States. Italians, yeah, they throw a little grappa sometimes in their pasta. And I think why Americans love it is, of course, just the sound of vodka, but also the little cream in the tomato sauce makes it really mellow. Now, Italians don't use a lot of cream in tomato sauce, but they do use butter. So I think, you know, it's kind of a takeoff from the Italian pasta with tomato and a touch of butter into alla vodka with vodka and a little cream and tomato sauce. The pasta should be just about right. Let's finish the sauce. I'm gonna put in the vodka. And does vodka impart a lot of flavor? Not really. The alcohol will evaporate, but just the idea. Penne alla vodka sounds so good. But I guess it does leave a little bit of a zest in there. Let's add the cream. Now, the cream makes a big difference. It gives it a creaminess, it changes the color, gives that mellow flavor of cream. Okay, so we'll let this bubble away. Okay, the pasta is al dente, just where I want it. I'm gonna pull it right over. I like to fish it just like this out, but by all means, you can drain it. Just don't rinse it, because the little stickiness, the little starch that the pasta has in cooking, the sauce adheres to that. So, okay, we fished them all out. Let's give it a good mixture. Let the pasta finish cooking right in the sauce. And you know what I tell you? Always save a little bit of the pasta water, because when you're serving the pasta, sometimes the sauce congeals or becomes tight. The pasta water will help you out. Or let's say that you have the pasta at this point and your guests are not there. So you shut off the heat, but when you want to reheat it, a little bit of the pasta water will bring it back to life. And the last minute, I love adding little basil, just shreds of basil like that. This way you really get the full flavor of the basil, the nice and freshness. I'm gonna shut off the heat now, and I'm going to add the cheese. And you know, I always add the cheese once the fire is off, because you do not want to cook the cheese. It's as easy as that. I'm going to do a little tasting here, because I want to share and I want to taste. So. Okay, looks delicious, and maybe just a little bit of sauce, and certainly a little bit more of cheese. And I am ready to taste. And you know what? You always ask me, and I tell you that, Lydia, do you ever burn your mouth when you taste? Sometimes, let me tell you, it's hot here. But I don't want you to wait too long, so I'm trying to cool it off. All right. Delicioso. Semplice, ma buonissimo. Simple, but delicious.
To learn more about Lydia, access to videos, and to get recipes, tips, techniques, and much more, visit us online at lydiasitaly.com.